Hey there, fellow traders. Coming at you with another video today. It's Thursday the 14th. More selling today in the NASDAQ this morning, followed by a bounce back to the opening price, and then now we're selling down a little bit again. So basically, if you look at the overnight action, it was mostly down. That made me think that it probably would continue that way into the New York Open, which it did. The first few minutes were kind of hard to tell exactly how that was going to happen. I mean, I had a very strong bias to the downside this morning when the market opened at this time. I just didn't know how it was going to all play out. And, yeah, as you can see, it was pretty bouncy. It was bouncing up and down and all around. So I just tried to sit on my hands for a little while and figure out when I would make my move. I really didn't want to try to find like a high and try to find a pivot up here to sell or something, because it was just really wild and crazy and bouncing all over the place. As you can see right here at the just before the open, 928, price ran up 50 points within 4 30-second candles. So things are moving pretty quickly. I did use a 50-point stop today at the open because I needed to give myself enough breathing room that if it was going to just bounce against me as soon as I got in, that I needed to be able to absorb that bounce. So 50-point stop at the open, that's kind of new for me. I never used to trade that large of a stop, but it's definitely worth it. I've got a little bit bigger account, so I'm taking a fairly large risk with a 50-point stop and a couple of minis, but it is what it is. I felt pretty confident about the way I entered. So the first few minutes here, I just couldn't decide when it was going to drop, if it was going to drop, how it was going to drop. So what I ended up doing is I went ahead and took a sell stop order and put it just under this swing low here at 931. So I put that sell stop order over there at about 433, and just decided that if it was going to take me, it would probably take me and then flush pretty hard after that. That's pretty much just exactly what it did. I took a little bit of heat here from 433 to about 445. 12 points of heat. Not too bad considering I had a 50-point stop. That's only 25% of the way up towards my stop. Really didn't make me too nervous at all, especially because when it came back, it did flush and it moved away from my entry very quickly. And how I thought to do that is I really can't tell you. Sometimes I just get the feeling that, if it can break a low or a high, then I want to have a stop buy or stop sell order in so that I get filled and I'm not chasing it down. Okay, so I sat there in the trade for a little while. I will tell you, let's see here. What did I do? I will go over here and look. Hang on for one quick second. I'll tell you what my entry exactly was and where I got out. All right. Looks like I went short at 637 at 429.75. Okay, so 429.75 right there was where I got short at 437. At 930. No, that's my. Is that? Hold on. 34. 634 Pacific. Okay, I exited at. I was only in it for 3 minutes. Wow. Exited at. Didn't show the exit time. Exited at 6:37. Okay. Wow. It felt like a lifetime. I was only in it for about 3 minutes. Okay. But anyway, these are 30-second candles. So anyway, yeah. So at 29.75 and out at 375 for a total of about 25 and 30 points, 55 points on two minis, and I didn't cover a partial. I just held on both of them. So that was a pretty good trade. And when it started getting kind of wacky down here, that's where I jumped out. 937. Okay, so that was trade number one, and I pulled in about $2,200 on that. Then I just made a video about this, I think yesterday, about trading these pullbacks. And so I noticed that the very first thing I did was I measured the 50% retracement zone. And so I went over here, I got my fib tool, went to the low, and it started bouncing up. Took it to where I felt like the move began, and put it on there. So it came up to that 50% level, which was about 380, and pulled back at first. And of course, that could have been a fake out for a lot of people, but I was watching MACD. Okay, my MACD was nowhere near rolling over yet at that time that happened, which was right up here, right? Look at the MACD, it's not rolled over yet, is it? So you don't go short yet, okay? It came up to the 50% level and started putting in some top wicks just above, and bodies of the 30-second candle stayed inside the pivot zone. That's not necessarily, necessarily an indication it's definitely going to roll over, but it's something. It wicked above it, but body stayed inside, so that was good. The whole time I was watching MACD. That was kind of like my biggest signal about what was really going on internally, internal strength, internal weakness. That's what you really want to watch. So I could see that it was trying. It was a couple of flush candles here that were trying to go down, but MACD still wasn't there yet. It finally crossed here on this candle, okay? Big red candle, that's where we got the cross. And I said, let me look at one more candle to be sure about this. And then, I might not even need to watch the whole candle, maybe 2/3 of the candle. And so that's exactly what I did. I watched that candle, and let's see, what did I do with that one? Let's see here, 361 was the entry. So 361 right here. And I didn't hold it too long. I only actually got about 10 points out of it. Got out 351. I could have held it longer. Actually went all the way down to 26. But yeah, that was price obviously wanted to go higher, and it wasn't going to really give you that continuation at all today. I guess maybe it'd gone low enough from everything happened yesterday and today. But that's basically was it for that one. So I got a few extra bucks out of that one. Got about 10 points out of that one, which is about $400. So all I can say is that it pays to wait for the MACD and to get a confirmation. I could have hit this candle at the top of it once I had this extra large red candle, which caused the MACD to actually cross at the end of it. But I like to see one more confirmation candle, because a lot of times that might be just the beginning of a double top. So I want to see one more candle that convinces me we're really going down after I see daylight between the blue line and the orange line on the MACD, and my convergence divergence indication. I still need to see one more red candle, because a lot of times I've seen it turn green after that and go way up and then roll over. But as long as I'm still under, I actually kind of like that, because I get in at a better price, right? As long as I'm still under and price is going up, right, to put in that double top, that is actually great, because boom, puts in a double top, and then it gives you a nice red candle that you're looking for. And trying to paint that red a little bit. Like that. As long as you're still pointing down, that is an even better entry. So love those double tops. We get better entries, make more money, and it's safer. Anyway, that didn't happen today, really. I mean, it was kind of a flat top, but it did do what it was supposed to do, and it did give us a few points. More of a scalp than a runner, but that's all right. So basically, that was the two trades today. That's good enough for me. I mean, it was over 2,500, something like that, and I will call it a day. So I'm not coming in tomorrow on Friday, but I will be back, I believe, on Monday, as long as I don't have anything else going on. And I'll just see you guys later on. Take care.